Hey guys, I haven't talked about this in a while, but as you guys know, I used to be a skinny fat dude in my teen years, weighted about 80 kilos. Over the last 6 years, however, I went from skinny fat to skinny, where I went down to 65 kilos, and now I'm trying to get bulked up again. Over the past 2 years, I've been staying consistent with the gym and also to put on some muscle mass while trying out loads of different training and diet plans. Some of them worked, others didn't. Last summer, after my first bulk and shred, I weighed around 75 kilos. But for this winter, I approach things a bit differently. This guide is for the skinny and skinny fat guys who finally want to get bulked up. This video is split up into 3 categories: training, diet plan, and the Natty Secret. Training. The discussion in the internet differs massively. That the bro split is the worst split and the full body workout is the best split, vice versa. I tried out push-pull legs, the bro split, and tons of full body workouts. The biggest gains I could make with the 6 times per week push-pull leg workout, but my calendar is nowadays so fully packed up. Link for the video here, and that's the reason I can only go 4 times to the gym. For this reason, the full body workout works the best for me. Start off your session with some heavy compound lifts like deadlifts, squats, and benching. Towards the end, do isolation movements like these. Stick to a program for at least 12 weeks. This workout works solid for a 3 times full body workout split. I am doing currently a combination of the full body and push-pull legs training plan. I went with this program from an 80 kilo to an 105 kilo 1 rep bench within 3 to 4 months. So if you're interested for more details on that training program, comment down below and I will make a dedicated video for that. The most important part is to progressively overload, which means to increase the reps and after 2 to 3 weeks the weights as well. But don't forget to keep your form nice and clean, because ego lifting will just increase the likelihood of injuries and long-term negative effects. Another thing is the rest times. Don't rush through your workouts, because for your compound lifts, aim to get a rest between 2 to 4 minutes, and for isolation movements 1 to 2 minutes. So next up we have diet plan. In general, in order to bulk up, you need to be in a caloric surplus, which means you need to consume more calories than you burn. Firstly, for skinny fat guys, I would recommend you to cut down your fat and afterwards start your bulk with the proper training plan, and for skinny guys, you can get straight into it. Focus to get at least 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight in. And use MyFitnessPal in order to see how many calories you need to consume in order to be in a caloric surplus. Do that for 2 to 3 weeks, where you journal down your meals you eat in MyFitnessPal. My personal tip is to have caloric dense meals. Pasta bolognese, pizza, ice cream, you name it. Yes, it might seem very wrong with eating only rice, chicken and vegetable. For me personally, it gets very hard to eat 5 to 6 meals per day, because apart from that, my appetite isn't that high enough in order to consume so many calories. And yes, skinny fat guys, eating junk food can actually lead to muscle growth, but hear me out on that one. Additionally, you can get your calories liquid-wise in. There are tons of good videos and recipes out there, so I'll link you some good ones in the comment sections down below. I told you guys that I would do something different this winter, and that's what I actually did. I did a dirty bulk, and yes, I made some massive gains and could finally lift heavier in the gym. But there is one major negative effect. In September, I weighed around 75 kilos, and that's me now with 86 kilos. Yes, no abs, chunky, but that's the result. Because I didn't count up every single calories, I just weighed myself every morning and was looking that I would gain about 300 to 500 grams of body weight per week, which was definitely a bit too much. So my recommendation for you is to track those calories properly and have some type of meal plan in order to hold yourself accountable. So yes, you can make and gain a lot of muscles, but the negative effect is that with eating so much junk food and also sugar, it just doesn't work out that well for me. It makes my belly bigger and the meals are not filling me up 100%, so I get constantly hungry in between and eat way too many calories. Try to get as good as possible, as many meals as possible, healthy down. But I mean, what I need to do now is to have a very dedicated and crazy shred this spring. So lastly, the Natty Secret. So the only supplement I use is protein powder. I use them mostly for shakes or for my breakfast in the morning. I don't use any creatine, pre-workout or excessive amount of caffeine. Because the moment I stop taking them, I will lose most of the benefits I gained from it. And I don't want to be fully dependent on these supplements throughout my whole life. I am a truly believer who thinks that if you're pushing as hard as you can in the gym, in your trainings, and have a solid diet, you can be proud of yourself. And what I've realized is that we have to stop to compare ourselves with the top 1% of bodybuilders and fitness influencers. Because you need to realize they are doing it for their living. Another big Natty secret is to get enough sleep. I think one major reason that I gained too much fat this winter was the amount of sleep I am getting currently. Your aim should be to reach 7 to 8 hours. In the past 2 to 3 months, I've been sleeping about 5 to 6 hours, and I am quite often stressed, which doesn't help to make those gains. So I hope this video helped you a lot, guys. If you have any further questions, comment down below and I will get back to you. Cheers, guys.